Welcome to the fourth and final chapter of From Idea to Shelf from the CPG Academy, selling. So far through this short course, we've talked about defining your idea and where it came from, the importance of branding and why standing out in a crowded marketplace is more important than ever, manufacturing and how to make the product correctly, and now let's talk about taking that product and getting it out into the market. To give some context on timeline, if you're watching this and you're ready to sell, you're probably at 6 to 12 months in on your business, if not longer. Getting a product from up here into something you can hold and sell takes a lot of time and effort, even for you as brilliant as you are. So by the time you're reaching the selling point, you've probably exhausted a number of samples, a few different iterations of your brand, have gotten some feedback on some things, and now you're ready to get it out there. This is where you go from being a baby brand to a growing brand. As a reminder, I started this course to help aspiring entrepreneurs in the CPG space get their ideas onto paper, get a short business plan together, and get it out into the market. So I'm going to talk from a very high level with this because at this point, I don't know if you have a skincare and makeup brand, a t-shirt brand, a vitamin or supplement, a snack, or something else that we haven't even covered. But I want to talk about some short sales principles that might help you if you don't have a sales background. First and foremost, sales is the most honest form of validation a business can get. Most of your problems as a startup can be solved by sales. And so more than anything, this is a very crucial aspect of your business and one that needs to take 90% of your time. There's 4 things that you're trying to prove by selling. People want your product, they understand the value that you're communicating, they'll pay the price you're asking, and they'll buy again. It's just as simple as those 4 things, which is why, going back to chapter 3, validation with friends and family is so important. Don't be caught off guard by a product you launch to market and is missing a key piece that'll accomplish those 4 things. One thing I want to touch on that will be really helpful is pricing. Obviously, you can use ChatGPT, but looking at your competitors in the space is just as important. Look at the most expensive, look at the cheapest, look at the best seller, and try to figure out where you want to fall. I would say there's a danger in all 3 of those. Being the lowest price provider is a race to the bottom with a lot bigger companies that have a lot more money than you, and it's really hard to maintain. Being the most premium might work in your space, but be careful, there's probably a reason why there's not very many premium players in your space. I like to think about it on a spectrum of what is right smack dab in the middle and add 20%. You can apply a lot of value through brand, authenticity, and storytelling, which will push you a little more to the premium side, but it'll also allow you some flexibility if you end up going to major retailers and things like that, where you're going to have to price down. Remember, a business lives and dies by its EBITDA, how much money it makes on every sale, and how many repeat purchases. There are a lot of different things that we can talk about when it comes to D2C, Shopify, Amazon, Facebook selling, TikTok shop, all of those things, and retail, which would be B2B like Target, Walmart, Costco, etc. But more than anything, I would encourage you to start with one of the 2 and get really, really good at it before you try to get into the second. Sales channels today are not like sales channels in the 90s. It's not just pure profit. There are hidden fees, rebates, customer acquisition cost, retention strategies, and everything else that can drive up the cost on a product. So I would encourage you right now, when you think about your target customer, them enjoying your product, how do they buy that for the first time? Is it an Instagram ad? Is it on a shelf in a grocery store? Or is it at a farmer's market where you hand it to them? Start with that consumption occasion and double and triple and quadruple down on it. Get really, really excellent at one distribution channel, one sales channel, before you start adding multiple. I have made this mistake plenty of times of trying to be in retail, at the local farmer's market, on 4 different channels, and you're just spreading your money around and not getting anywhere. Again, going back to my earlier point, sales solve everything. So if you can sell it on one channel, you can figure out how to sell it on 2 or 3 or 4. Secondly, I want to talk about how you get better at selling. Create feedback loops for yourself, whether it's through emailing customers and asking them what they liked about the product, or just hopping on the phone and asking friends and family who have tried it what they enjoy about it. Try to find ways to get 1% better at selling your product, creating clear value propositions, and keeping retention. Selling is as much a learning loop as it is anything. Don't worry, your customers will tell you what they want. Being a new brand, you have a lot of flexibility with your customers to be able to respond personally and authentically and get feedback. So use it. I would encourage you to remember, it's your only advantage over a big business. If you're starting a soda company by yourself and you want to make a healthy soda, you have a more authentic story than Coca-Cola, which is a publicly traded company with thousands of employees and billions in revenue. So lean into the one advantage that you have: authentic response, authentic storytelling, and authentic selling. There's an entire world of brokers, distributors, pricing engines, and softwares that swear they can help you get to the next level, but make sure you handle the core fundamentals first, and you're gonna do great. And as always, reach out to this community or me for more insight. I'm gonna be working on some sales playbooks and guides to getting your product into market, and hope to share that in the coming months as we get this community up and going. I hope you've enjoyed this course. I've really enjoyed putting this together. I've tried to keep it short. These could have been 30 or 40 minutes long, but if you're looking at launching a product, I just want you to leave with this. You are smart enough to do it. A little bit of structure will go a long way. And if you're really passionate about this, that passion will get you a lot farther than any amount of funding will. So stay with it, reach out to the community, reach out to me, and let's build something great together. Good luck, and I'm rooting for you.